Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's your nighttime, right time DJ Music, and welcome to another music rant. Normally, I would say I got 15 minutes to rock this post, but I know this is going to take a little longer than 15 minutes. So, what I'm going to do, folks, is introduce you to the Breakfast Club. If you don't know them already, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God, and DJ Envy, popular radio talk show in the morning over there, having a pretty huge following, and of course a radio show. And Charlamagne the God is, one of those, I say, social media kind of guys. And, but anyway, their topic for this particular day was Gayle King wrong for bringing up Kobe's allegations right after his death? And the majority of folks that chimed in on it during the course of this show said absolutely she was wrong. And there's a whole lot of people that agree with Black America. Now, you'll hear Charlamagne the God say that white America should have reaped some of the wrath that Black America bestowed on Gayle King. But it's not about that. And that's where him and Angela Yee is missing the point. It's not about what white America says or what white America thinks right now. It's about one of our very own attacking one of our idols, our fallen celebrities, so to speak. Adding to what we already expected to happen. We already knew there was some white folks out there that was absolutely upset that Kobe didn't get convicted of what he was accused of. But listen, folks, if you know the history and background on this particular woman that accused Kobe of rape, at the time she went and took a rape test, she had 6 other men, evidence of men inside her. And that's putting it lightly. Now, to me, seemed like she was having a rocking party, folks. I don't know about too much about the anatomy of women, but I would figure at some point in time, between one of them, 2 of them men, she would have, done something to take care of herself in the female way. But you'll see Charlamagne and Angela try and make it seem like we should have also given the same amount of attention to what Abigail and this other news reporter said about Kobe. Which, again, you can't tell someone how to react to any situation. It's not up to you. You can't curtail somebody's opinion of what they think about a certain situation because now the shoe is on the other foot. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now, I don't agree with those folks going around issuing death threats to this woman. But if somebody called her the bitch word like I did, and scores of others, you got what you deserve. Sometimes nastiness get nastiness. You can't tell somebody how to respond. If they go overboard like these folks with these death threats, of course, there's a way to handle that. And I don't, in this case, I would say I feel some kind of sympathetic way about you, but you had time to change the course of what you obviously knew what was going to happen to you. I think Gayle and Charlamagne and a few of those others that want to get on the fence about this, I think you guys underestimated the power. This is not just about Kobe. This is about the scores of other black men that these 2 particular women, Gayle and Oprah, have besmirched after their death. How do you bring on Michael Jackson's accusers and don't bring no one on the show to defend Michael Jackson? How do you write a documentary about Russell Simmons and don't and omit the parts that he was exonerated about? Now, when you say surviving R. Kelly, okay, R. Kelly kind of got what he deserved. But the bottom line is, on that same token, what Black America is saying to Oprah and Gayle, you're around the likes of Dustin Hoffman, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and all these white guys that's been accused of these very same crimes, and you have yet to put out a documentary on any of them. Or one of our fallen celebrities, Marvin Gaye, you guys did a chopped up piece on him on national TV. Black America was upset about that. We kind of let that go. On Richard Pryor, you did the same thing. Everything that was bad about Richard Pryor was included in that last documentary that you guys did on ABC or CBS, whatever it was. And if you don't believe me, folks, go back and look at it. That's the legacy. That's the image that they want you folks to believe that's how we should look at our fallen celebrities. But in the meantime, they still have they hold prayer vigils for Elvis. Now let's listen to the Breakfast Club here.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about Gayle King, and we're asking, do you feel that people went too far on her? Snoop called her the B word. A lot of people were going in. I honestly feel like, for Snoop, that was his friend. For every reaction, there is a reaction. For myself, I would never call somebody like that. But also, if people make a mistake, they got to be able to say, you know what, I made a mistake and fess up. Gayle didn't. Gayle came back and says, well, you guys didn't hear the full interview. I think it was tasteless. I mean, there's times up here where I said some foul-ish, that Yee said some foul-ish, that Charlamagne said some foul-ish, but we say it and we apologize if we believe we were wrong and keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I always say you can't tell people how to react, and that is a fact, right? Mm-hmm. And we always say for every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. That's not always true, because based off what Gayle, did in that interview, the backlash she's receiving isn't warranted. I don't think it's worth death threats. I don't think it's worth being called out of your name a million times, especially when, I just don't see us going that hard on white people. Like Abigail Disney deserves some of that smoke. The other journalist from the Washington Post, I can't remember her name right now. She deserved some of that smoke that Oprah and Gayle
She
did.
lost her job and got hired.
She got
again.
suspended.
Right, she got suspended.
Hello?
Yo.
Well, what's up? Who's this? Yep.
Hey, this Polo. I think Gayle was totally disrespectful. Kobe just passed away. Boosie said it the best. I can't call her the B word because I do it myself. But she was wrong, man. The man just passed. Everybody grieving. The whole world grieving. Why you gonna disrespect him on live TV like that? It's just crazy.
There it is. That's just the first caller in as they were taking callers online to wonder what people were thinking about the certain situation of Gayle. And again, Charlamagne is right about one thing. No one should be receiving death threats. But to be called the B word is not one of the worst things that's happened to her in her life, I'm sure. Let's be real about it, folks. Nobody got up in the arms when the president of the United States used one of those, what they say, sly ways to call Omarosa a bitch. Nobody in the black community got an uproar when he called Maxine Waters low IQ. Nobody got up in arms then. I didn't hear Charlamagne the God and all these other ones. They might have said something about it, but they didn't go back and as they say, butter the biscuits of the person that said it. I think the only one on this panel that kind of makes sense is DJ Envy.
Okay. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's going on? It's Benny from Jersey. We're living down in 7-5.
What's up, Benny? Do you think people went too far?
Yeah, man. Snoop, I'm not going to say as far as went too far as pressing her and letting her know that, her making that statement was wrong.
That's fine.
He cursing at her, calling out her name and all that stuff. You can't do that. And at the end of the day, what a lot of these Gayle and, a lot of these reporters are forgetting, the woman that accused Kobe of this sexual assault was found with 6 different DNAs inside of her.
Yeah.
So he was found innocent. Well, the case was
dropped.
Yeah, the case was dismissed.
Mm-hmm.
They settled in the civil case. The criminal case was dismissed.
Exactly. So it's like people are not bringing that up. They're just ready to say Kobe did this in the past, but we're going to try. It's like, why even bring it up if he's innocent?
All right. All right. Thank you, brother.
So let the man rest in peace.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, yeah, this is Sherry. Sherry B. in Hampton, Virginia.
Hey, what's up, 757? Do you think people went too far on Gail?
No, I think some people need to be called out because I had the same thing happen over here since I moved to Buffalo. For some reason, people like to throw, their own black family, people that they're not supposed to be doing because I was talking to my neighbors about Black History Month and was congratulating blacks and I was talking about Martin Luther King, and one of my neighbors had a tendency to say, Martin Luther King ain't never did nothing for us. He did it for his family.
Sherry, hold on, Sherry. Sherry, hold on.
Sherry, I don't think you know what the hell we talking about
crazy,
this morning.
I don't know what
Sherry.
just happened.
Sherry out. That's crazy, Sherry. Brittany, good morning.
This me? What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. Hold on.
That's right, exactly, Sherry. We all asking what happened. As soon as we answered the phone for you and you started talking, we was like, well, what happened to our topic?
Janelle, good morning.
Good morning, NB. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Queen? How you?
Do you feel people are going too
I'm
far?
good. No, I feel like everybody's opinion is valid. The media has to understand it's a delicate time. People are grieving, and I understand that you have to ask the hard questions, but it's not the time. It's not the time. Like, Kobe was that dude, and nobody cares about something that was dismissed 20 years ago. Like, you have to have some kind of proof about yourself when you're talking to people that's mourning. So, no, I feel
agree.
Like she know what it is. We black. Like, we express ourselves. We get angry. A bitch is a dog. I'm sorry. But Snoop, he just went in. That's his boy. Like, LA is grieving. You got Nip. It's about to be 1 year with Nip. Now you got Kobe. That was tragic as hell. That shook the world. So, yeah, Gail, as a black woman, she should know when to just fall back. It's bad enough that we have white people attacking him the day he died, the day after he died. Gail should know his legacy is not complicated, Gail. No, it's not. It's
Listen,
nothing complicated about his legacy.
Queen, I agree with you. I agree with a lot of the things that you're saying, but you just said something very poignant. You said we had white people attacking Kobe the day that he died. For Felicia Sonmez of the Washington Post,
Right.
She got put on administrative leave. Abigail Disney screamed out that Kobe was a rapist. The comedian Ari. I just want us to be equal opportunists when it comes to who we choose to publicly attack. Because I don't think we go at them white people the way we go at our own.
They definitely did on Twitter.
Again, I'll disagree with you right there, Charlamagne, because if you really did your homework, you would realize the reason why these people weren't, in Ari Shaffir's case, why he wasn't allowed to go into any clubs. The reason why this woman got suspended was because of the uproar from Black America. You let this go by. You let these folks say this about our hero or our icon, and you don't do nothing. We're gonna stop buying your products, and we're gonna talk bad about you all over social media. You don't want to be that company. So to say that black people wasn't in uproar, of course they were. The reason why it's more poignant to you because now it's always again it's folks like you. Folks in the media that always show that when blacks disagree with blacks more than when blacks disagree with what white did. It's an underthought when we disagree with white America about something that they said about us. It'll blow over just like someone told Gail to say, just don't do anything. Just don't say anything. It'll all blow over. Well, it's not. This was not going to blow over. Like the lady said, Kobe was that dude. Whether you liked him on the basketball court or not, Kobe was that dude. It only takes a spark to get a fire going sometime. And again, I stress to you, Charlamagne, and for those of you who think this is Kobe, it is Kobe. Kobe was the spark, but it's bigger than Kobe.
They definitely did on Twitter. I mean, I didn't hear Snoop and all of them calling her a bitch, but I think it's because it's our people that we're more delicate.
And I agree with you. Yeah, it's like you look at us to do things differently. Like if a white person says something.
Let's pause that right there, folks, and we're going to come up with part 2 here in just a little bit.